The European Court of Justice said Poland broke EU law when it implemented reforms on its judicial system. Poland breached EU law in 2017 when it lowered the retirement age for judges and introduced a different retirement age for women and men in the profession, the European Court of Justice has ruled. The ECJ said Poland broke EU law by discriminating against men and women and against certain judges.
Basically, the court rejects the so-called reforms of the Polish courts, and I'm very pleased to see that the European Court of Justice is watching over the independence of the judiciary in all European member states. And I think it is a very clear signal to any government that might want to try and capture the judiciary, that is not acceptable in the European Union.
The ruling said the reforms undermine the independence of the courts. It's another blow to the Polish ruling party Law and Justice, which has found itself at odds with the EU over how it governs its country.
What the ECJ said is basically that rule of law is tangible, because very often from Warsaw or from Budapest for that matter, we hear arguments that rule of law is a very vague concept. It's not vague. It's a concept that we have in our court system, that we have in rules, and that we have adjudication about for many years. And this is a proof for that. So I think this is indeed a confirmation and a victory for rule of law as a concept.
Poland's foreign ministry said the ruling was unjustified since Warsaw amended the laws last year and now both male and female judges retire at the same age. And protesters say that the EU is responsible for human rights abuses in the Amazon. Indigenous leaders from the Amazon rainforest descended on Brussels today to demand an end to human rights abuses in the region. Human rights abuses, they claim, are driven by the relentless exploitation of natural resources. They blame Europe as well as the Brazilian government.
Today we're here to denounce the regression in the rights of indigenous people in environmental laws and the indigenous organization of Brazil by the current government.
The activists demand an end to the abuses that have increased since European companies started to invest heavily in the region. They denounced the new trade agreement between the EU and Mercosur as a big part of the problem.
Europe is aware of the crime that they are committing. It needs to review its budget and what it buys from Brazil, mainly the wood, because it is this trade that is killing our relatives over there.
A rallying cry for help when many in the region are at the edge of survival.